this season's First Division Championship. Warm sunshine, just a slight wind, and the terrace is absolutely packed. It has been said the Queen's Park Rangers don't get the support they deserve. But today on the roads from London, well, the cars were packed with blue and white scarves and streamers. And so too the terraces this afternoon. The pitch looking good, and the news for the Queen's Park Rangers supporters good as well, because Dave Sexton is able to name the side he'd want to play. The substitute shirt worn by the very useful and talented Mick Leach. And at number 5, Frank McClintock, captain of the Arsenal Cup-winning side, the side that won the double. And at 36, the oldest player now in the First Division. Jerry Francis, the Queen's Park Rangers and England captain. He was the only possible doubt today. He's got a damaged toe, but he's had injections and tablets. And Dave Sexton said a few minutes ago, he never really thought he wouldn't play. The Norwich side, well, John Bond's got no problems there. The number 12 shirt goes to Mel Machin, experienced former Bournemouth player. And at number 11, Martin Peters, the England World Cup player of 10 years ago, and named just a few minutes ago by the Norwich Supporters Club as the player of the year. And his contribution measured in the fact that from midfield and defence, he scored 10 league goals this season. Ted McDougall is the leading scorer. He's shown this season too that he can score in the First Division, and he's notched 21. The players obviously tense and waiting to go, but Mr. Stiles, meticulous about the watch. So he's got one at his wrist and one at his hand, and Norwich set the game in motion. That's Peters for Norwich. Incidentally, in the match in which these two teams met earlier in the season, Queen's Park Rangers won by 2 goals to 0 at Loftus Road. That's Forbes, the Norwich captain. McDougall and number 4, Maguire. Peter Morris, number 3. They're queuing up for the cross. In the way, Don Massey. Clement. Forbes, carried by Gibbons. David Sexton, the manager on the left. Webb. Maguire. David Jones. Powell. To Jones. Mason, the Queen's Park Rangers. Thomas. Hollins. Gibbons. Starting to come across this right-hand side now. Bowles. Francis. Number 2, Clement. Morris's foot. Now Peters to McDougall. Boyer. Morris. McDougall. Good tackle by Webb. Really solid and won the ball cleanly. Jerry Francis. Waving Thomas down the touchline. Forced to check back. Bowles. McClintock. To Gillard. Hollins. Gibbons. Escaping Powell this time. Steele. McDougall. Peters looking for Boyer. Good tackle again by Webb. It's Francis, but one by Maguire. And again, that's Maguire, number 4. Number 10 is Tuggett. 3 Queen's Park Rangers for the 1 ball. McDougall. It's there. much danger. The ball probably should have been got away. But Norwich now one in front. Gillard held. Jones. Gibbons. Now Maguire. Maguire still going on to Suggett. And Suggett took right off Maguire's toe. A good run by Maguire. And a good shot finally by Colin Suggett. Gibbons for QPR. Suggett. And it's Norwich who are doing the playing now. Peters. In the way, Gillard. Peters again. Certainly in the last 5 to 10 minutes, Norwich have been doing most of the attacking. Francis to Bowles, beaten by Powell. Clement to McClintock. Masson. Well beaten by Maguire. Maguire is held by Bowles. Suggett. Morris supporting. Maguire spare in the middle, that's Maguire. Clement. Now Hollins. Breaking left is Gibbons by himself. Gibbons is complaining to Hollins, but Hollins' shot wasn't that far away. Francis and Martin Peters together, and that's Webb's kick, won by Forbes. Now Bowles. Thomas going in deep. Brilliant goal by Thomas, superb! A goal worthy of winning the First Division Championship, leaving Keelan without a hope. The sheer speed and skill and courage of David Thomas. Bowles played the ball to him. Thomas at full tilt, took on one player, took on another, made the space for the shot as he left them both, and the shot was absolutely firm and true. Queen's Park Rangers draw level in the last minute of the first half. A really brilliant goal by David Thomas. Powell for Norwich. McClintock. Clement. Gibbons left it. Now Forbes, you left it too. Powell. McDougall, number 3 Morris. Suggett. Maguire. Finding Jones. Clement. Number 11, Gibbons. Francis. Masson. Finding Bowles. That was a great ball by Masson. Was the ball out? No, apparently. Or was it? No. Now Thomas. Gillard. The half-time whistle. Appreciation for both sides round the ground. A really superb equaliser by David Thomas, who went in amongst them. He really attacked the defence, and his shot was so good. The Norwich goal inevitably scored by number 8, Ted McDougall, doing what he does so well, putting the ball in the net. A crowd absorbed and waiting for the start of the second half. No doubt David Sexton, the Queen's Park Rangers manager, has been stressing the importance of relaxing a bit more in defence where Queen's Park Rangers have been making mistakes. The goal they conceded, 3 players going for the one cross ball, Then another player heading it back to the goalkeeper and presenting a gift really to McDougall. And on one or two other occasions the defence has looked shaky, and this season of course a great deal of Queen's Park Rangers' strength has been in defence. That's a good ball by Bowles to Francis. A brilliant piece of attacking play by Queen's Park Rangers, with Bowles setting up what was really practically an open goal for Francis. The ball seemed to bounce a bit high, and Bowles hides his face. Boyer for Norwich. Gillard. Maguire. Corner. Kevin Keelan knocked to the face there. May well be the header hitting in the face, but he's certainly still feeling that. Oh, settling for safety. Oh, what a shot by Norwich! Phil Parks absolutely bewildered as Morris celebrates. Tremendous goal. Parks elected to punch it clear. Morris simply said, take that, hammered it straight back, and there was nothing big Phil Parks could do about it. 67 minutes gone, 2-1 to Norwich. Now it's Thomas for Queen's Park Rangers. Rangers with it all to do again. Collins. And cleared by Steele. David Sexton. Bowles. Good play by Bowles, and he was held in the end. Oh, and hit, surely a player must go. It was Paul, I think. Tony Paul, who's had such a good game for Norwich, and surely he can't get away with that. There's some niggling going on, and the referee is going across to Bowles now. But certainly Bowles was hit. This will raise the old question of inconsistency with refereeing. There's certainly a punch thrown, but there appears to be no one booked at all. Foul. Keelan reacting to David Webb. The whistle had already gone. And Keane Styles may well have a growing problem here. Francis for Queen's Park Rangers. McClintock to Matt. Good tackle by Maguire. Steele. Peters. Morris. Jones. The goal stands and it's 3-1. Thomas now for Rangers. Offside against Bowles. Gillard. Givens. Thomas. Gillard. Bowles. Gillard. Don Masson. McClintock. Oh, he gave it to Steele. Hoyer to McDougall. Just tried to flick it to Maguire behind him, but it didn't work. Now David Clement. McClintock. 5 minutes left. Norwich City 3, Queen's Park Rangers 1. Martin Peters. Maguire. That's Boyer. And Gillard quickly back. Thomas. Francis. Bowles. Thomas. Good run by Thomas. And a good cross too. Oh, and the goalkeeper blocked Gibbons' shot. First of all, it was off Webb's head. And then the goalkeeper, well, he was just in the right place as he landed after getting the ball away from Webb to get in the way of Gibbons' shot. That's Maguire. For Norwich. John Holland. Oh, what a good ball to Gibbons. And it's an own goal by Powell. I don't think Gibbons got the touch. It looked to me as if Tony Powell, under pressure from Gibbons, put it over his goalkeeper's head into the net, and with about 3 minutes left, Rangers can breathe again. So we've got about 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes for Rangers to get the equaliser that could mean the difference between the First Division Championship and losing it. Duggett versus Holland. Duggett. McDougall right through the Boyer. It should have been 4-2. Committed totally now to attack, leaving spaces on the back, and Boyer's had few easier chances this season. Played 1 minute of injury time. Norwich win, the whistle goes, and the First Division Championship remains absolutely wide open. People came here today to applaud Rangers as very much the champions and very much most people's favourites, but they're standing now to applaud a fine Norwich City performance. This a remarkable match, and the Norwich supporters stream onto the field as well to pat these players on the back, because John Bond's team produced a fine performance in front of their biggest crowd of the season. And
with the news that he's free to play for Wales in Yugoslavia next Saturday. The Football League decision to put the Wolves-Liverpool match back to May the 4th means that Toshak, provided as he says he steers clear of injury, can pursue his double target. That's the European Championship and the League Championship. And talking of internationals, 5 players in this Liverpool team were named this week by Don Revie in his England squad of 30. Liverpool are unchanged. That's the team that came through against Barcelona on Wednesday. Stoke's season has rather fallen away since their cup defeat at Sunderland. The Alan Hudson injury has not helped, and Stoke's shortage of goals means a recall today for Ian Moores. Dennis Smith is injured, so in at number 5 comes Alan Dodd, who was also named by Don Revie, along with goalkeeper Peter Shilton, whose appearances here at Anfield are always appreciated. Peter Shilton getting a big reception from the Kop, and not surprisingly so, because they're looking forward to the comparison between him and Ray Clements in the other goal, the current occupant of the England jersey. A still, dry day, not much wind, the pitch taking a stud, and Stoke in the white playing from right to left. Jeff Salmons. Ian Moores. It was Tommy Smith who went in, and now Case. Liverpool well aware of what they've got to do. They've got to win their 3 remaining games and hope that Queen's Park Rangers, somewhere along the way, make a mistake. That was Kennedy. Now it's Keegan. Just went to the left. Tackle was by Marsh, but it's a goal kick. In fact, referee Tosland has been called across for one of his linesmen. Maybe shouting from the bench, I think, there, which was picked up by the linesman. Word of warning from the referee. Salmons. Pitch just cutting up slightly in places. It was played on, of course, on Wednesday, and there has been some rain in the week. Good challenge by Neil. Toshak. That's a good ball, too. Out to Highway. Tackle by Marsh. Highway again. Keegan busy on the near post with Blore behind him. What a good cross that was, and Ford taking it away from Shilton, and Stoke in a little bit of a mess. But it was a mess caused entirely by Keegan. You never know with this man. A beautiful little cross when he looked to have been well marked. Terry Conroy, in fact, has gone back to help. He's got a really nasty gash on the eye. Had time for a smile to the fans behind the goal, but it looks a rather nasty cut, that, for Conroy. And trainer Mike Allen is taking him away for attention to the touchline. Here's Smith. Thompson. Highway. Kennedy is over on the far post supporting Toshak here. Smith tries one. In fact, I think Terry Conroy may be on the point of returning. He's come back onto the touchline. Just see him there slipping on. There's Conroy. That's a lovely ball, and Greenock is onside with a chance. Nice move by Stoke. Keegan. Toshak waiting in the centre, being joined by Case. Neil is forward too. Here's Keegan still. Blocked by Mahoney. Toshak. And away by Dodd. Callaghan trying to shake Greenock off. And in trying to do so, gives it straight to Moores. Stoke have got 3 players coming up to the left, and one of them is Conroy, number 9. Pajic is just inside. He's beaten Smith. Here's Pajic on the left. What a fine save by Ray Clements. A well-built move by Stoke. Conroy going round Tommy Smith on the outside. Pulled it back to Pajic. It was well struck, but Clements' reactions just as good. Poor ball from Neil, intercepted by Robertson. Now it's with Greenock. 3 in the middle for him. Salmons, Conroy! Oh, what a good goal! And the man who was off the field having his eyes fixed a few minutes ago gives Stoke the lead. And who can say they don't deserve it? They've made the chances. Greenock picking out Salmons with the cross, but it ran on to Conroy. First time, right foot, low in the corner. A very well taken goal. The first goal that Liverpool have conceded for 7 matches in the league. And it came after half an hour. And that will do Liverpool's goal average no good at all. Never mind, make it hard for them to win the game. Toshak is far post though. Keegan is filtered it marvellously well. Callaghan! Shilton so quick there to see Keegan coming in, and all of a sudden the match has come to the boil. Again, the cross long and taunting for Shilton. This is Liverpool's 7th corner of the half, and the Cop determined to get that goal back. Away by Salmons. Oh, Dodd missed it, Keegan, and Bloor was in well.
Emlyn Hughes dispossessed, which is unusual. Here's Greenough, the man that laid on the goal for Stoke. Lovely ball.
Highway. Things not going right for Liverpool. Greenough. Here's Moores. Robertson at the far post. Good support in the middle for Stoke. There he is. And this developing now into quite one of the most worrying first halves that Liverpool have experienced at Anfield this season. Because Stoke are not only a goal ahead, they've made a lot of the running and all of the chances. Long kick by Clements. It was blocked by Gallagher. Here's Keegan. And a penalty, is it? Yes! Given against Marsh. Referee in no doubt. Keegan getting a foot to it. Looked to be knocked off the ball, but a little moment after it had gone away. But the referee decides it was with intent, it was a foul. And so Liverpool have a chance to pull it back. Peter Shilton against Phil Neal. Neal, who scored from a few this year, but who missed one against Everton. Tucked away very, very nicely. And Liverpool supporters celebrate an equaliser which came almost out of nothing. And dare I say it, rather against the run of play. Stoke looks to be good for their lead, but Keegan knocked over by Marsh, and Neal giving Shilton no chance, right down in that bottom corner. One each after 38 minutes. Still see the cut there on Terry Conroy's face, although he's had 3 stitches in that eye. Hughes. Highway. Offside. Phil Neal. An interesting story about that linesman, actually, in that John Smith is in fact officiating this afternoon at his last Football League match. He's reached the age of 43, at which linesmen on the league list have to retire. Came off Hughes to Robertson, turning nicely. Good move. Greenough, superb! Oh, what a goal it would have been. And what a player we're looking at here. Had a fine season, Jimmy Greenough. And his craft and his skill is always a joy to watch. Robertson did well first of all, but how well Greenough turned into space. He fired his shot just the wrong side of the far post. Just a couple of minutes left in the first half. Liverpool relieved to be level. Toshak to Keegan. That was fine play. Highway now. 3 in the middle for him if he can pull it back. Toshak. Big John Toshak scores his 22nd goal of the season. Laid on by Steve Highway, who got round the back. Crossed, and Toshak, whose shot may have got a slight deflection off Mickey Pajic, but either way it went past Shilton. And Liverpool, from being a goal behind on the half hour, now find themselves a goal in front just before half-time. Mahoney for Stoke. Salmons. And the Pop, whose championship dreams just a few minutes ago seemed to be subsiding, are now back in full throttle again.
And Liverpool come off to cheers, but it all came right for them in that 5-minute spell in which they levelled the early goal by Conroy through Neil's penalty, and then went ahead 2 minutes before half-time. A 55th competitive match of the season. No side possibly more resilient and able to get through a marathon season than Liverpool, although John Reevy will be hoping the 5 players who will be joining him will still be fresh. One of them is Keegan, of course, who gets bowled over. So Smith with the free kick. Here's Callaghan. Offside, that was Kennedy. Here's Dodd. Robertson is wide on the right wing. Handball by Neil. This is Case. Keegan doing terribly well. Finally going over, but nothing is given. Here's Pajic, and he was clearly obstructed. That will annoy the crowd, if only because they thought there should have been an earlier free kick given in Liverpool's favour, but there was no doubt at all about the foul when it came from Phil Thompson. Stood right in front of Pajic. So an indirect free kick. Here's Salmons. Pajic. Ricochets off Case for a corner. Stoke in the white, attacking the Kop end in the second half. Clements coming well, but here's Pajic. Completely missed his kick, and that puts Case away. Keegan. Liverpool spreading out now. That's a fine ball for Kennedy. And what a fine goal! Made possible by Kevin Keegan. Liverpool breaking out of defence. Keegan in the middle of the field, having the vision to see Kennedy, who made a lovely run through the middle. And Kennedy having the coolness to finish it beautifully as Shilton came out. 51 minutes gone, Liverpool 3, Stoke 1. So a match that looked after half an hour to be slipping away from Liverpool is now totally in their grasp. Foot up, Keegan penalised. Clements coming, but needing the help of Tommy Smith. Marsh trying his luck. Keegan conducting things now from the middle of the field. Hughes. Neil. Offside. Kennedy was just caught there, but it does seem that Liverpool have changed their tactics slightly in the second half, in that Ray Kennedy is getting forward a lot more, and Kevin Keegan is doing an awful lot of work in the middle of the field. There's Pajic. It's a good-looking ball. Greenough getting up. Moores! Stoke snatch one back. Liverpool's defence looking at one another, but it was a good long ball by Pajic. Phil Thompson slightly misjudging it. Greenough knocking it on, and Moores, coming back into the side today, got the finishing touch for his 12th goal of the season. So, 59 minutes, and we're 3-2. And a goal, one has to say again, that won't help Liverpool's goals against column. Hughes. Toshak was able to turn, but got the shot all wrong. Really pulled that one across the target, John Toshak. Here's Moores. There's Greenough. Stoke still building nicely. That's for Jeff Salmons. There's Conroy. And Terry Conroy allowed the time to collect and turn and shoot. David Fairclough waiting to come on, number 12. And Jimmy Case is the man coming off. Fairclough's got 17 minutes in which to have the sort of impact he's had in 2 of the last 3 home games when he's come on and scored. Hence the cop chant of super sub, which is being rather overworked at the moment up and down the country. Came off Dodd to Keegan. Marsh just doing enough. Hughes. 2 to his right. Keegan. Hughes again. It's a great move, this. Oh, yes. Emlyn Hughes. Surely no Liverpool player deserves it more. Just look at how delighted he is at the end of a week when he was so disappointed about being left out the England squad. Emlyn Hughes makes it 4-2. He started the move from the middle of the field. He played the 1-2 with Keegan. He got the return. And with the right foot, he somehow found a gap between Shilton and the post. And that goal may well prove conclusive. 73 minutes gone, and the championship hopes booming down again from the Kop. Conroy, Salmons, and still Stoke come back. Well taken. That's the first time Liverpool have scored 4 in a home league match this season. But they know that they've got to go on looking for goals to help that goal average, especially as they've had 2 against them today. That's for Moore. He's away from Phil Thompson with Greenough in the middle and Robertson coming in from the far post. Forcing Neil to give away the corner. Phil Neal claps his hands and says it's not over yet. And Ray Clements knows they can't afford to concede a 3rd goal. Moore's got up, well held by Clements. That stuck well. Callaghan. Liverpool with a man over on this side, and it's Kennedy, number 5. Turned through to him by Keegan. Fairclough on the far post, waiting. There he is! David Fairclough completes a unique hat-trick. 3 times he's come on as substitute in home games, and 3 times he scored. But Kevin Keegan, the man that really laid it on in the first place, is injured on this near side of the field. and is receiving treatment from the Liverpool trainer. Keegan was hurt the minute he released the ball to Kennedy. Kennedy went on, took it down to the line, picked out Fairclough on the far post, and Fairclough made it 5. But one hopes Liverpool haven't got a price to pay for that goal with the Keegan injury. Liverpool will have to play with 10 men because they've already used the substitute who has just scored their 5th goal. So Liverpool's highest score of the season in the league, 5 goals. Marsh. Ray Kennedy really enjoying himself. Toshak. Good ball. Callaghan. Well, you wouldn't have believed this at one point in the first half. Keegan signals on the touchline that he wants to return. And lifts to the reception. Got a bang in the stomach, I think. Away by Toshak. Tajic finds Greenoff. Oh, lovely ball to Moores. Bloor! That's in! And it's a goal against that Liverpool could really have done without. Clements waves in despair, but well struck by Bloor. Initially, though, a fine ball again from Greenoff to Moores. Knocked back into the path of Bloor, and that was hammered just as accurately as the first one from Conroy. So Alan Bloor, who scored some useful goals for Stoke this season, in fact that's his 4th, brings it back in the last minute to 5-3. The Kop are chanting Norwich because somebody up there has told them the score from Carrow Road, and they're only too happy about the score here at Anfield. Here's Toshak. And there it is. The cheers go up from a crowd of 44,000 who believe in this thrilling game. Liverpool have had another say in what happens in the Championship.
Well, Liverpool win, Queen's Park Rangers
At Elland Road for a match which throws